What's up? Welcome to the Vegas Benchwarmer channel. You're watching the Benchwarmer Podcast. My name is Eric. He hate me 702. And of course, to the right, we got
Jeremy with a G.
Didn't work on any intros. Sam and Mo will be joining later on. Mo is cooking his kids breakfast. Sam is late. Sam woke up late. He's going to be a smidgen late. If you guys did not see it, we did put up the what was it? How am I drawing a blank? The Sam's rant. We put up the rant for Sam. It's on all of our social media. It's on YouTube. It's on Twitch because it was live. It's on Instagram. It's on Facebook, and it's not on Twitter, but it'll be on Twitter later on today. So Jeremy, how you been? Where you at? You in a car? You on a road again?
I'm at a location somewhere in the United States near another country.
So there we go. Right now, dude, I swear, you can 100% tell that you have done secret missions, okay? You gave us just enough detail, but didn't give us too much.
Hey, you gotta keep it a secret.
Yeah. All right, so
gotta keep y'all on your toes.
Just gotta send out the tweet real quick. That's why it's taking me so forever. I can't spell today. Remember. So how's everybody's week? Happy Veterans Day, by the way. Jeremy, happy Veterans Day. We appreciate your service. Yes, everybody wish whoever you know that's in the military a happy Veterans Day. Today's a very special day for them. Gotta text my dad. So, were you off work yesterday? Did you get the pleasure of being off work?
I was off work. I did absolutely nothing yesterday.
Nice. I didn't get to get off work.
My car didn't leave the garage.
I love those days. Yeah, I did. I was working because we have Saturday branches that are open.
Oof.
So that means we got a floating holiday. So we had to work yesterday because the Saturday branches were closed. Which I think is stupid. They should have just closed it both days.
And I'm off Monday too.
Did you take PTO off Monday, or do you have that day off Monday too?
No, I took a sick day.
I love those days. Those days are always fabulous. They're always fabulous.
Because I have a doctor's appointment.
Got you. Makes sense.
7 o'clock in the fucking morning.
So you're somewhere in the United States next to another country, and you have a doctor's appointment at 7 o'clock in the morning on Monday.
On Monday, yes. It's only Saturday.
That's the way to do it. You got to ride or die. That is the way to do it. Okay, so enough bullshitting while I'm setting this up. I still got some other shit to do, but I'm not really that worried about it. 5:46 a.m. Oh, I hate this. Okay, so first thing we're going to talk about is Thursday night football.
Fucking snooze fest. Watching two ants fight would have been more entertaining.
Watching two ants fight would have been more entertaining.
Yeah.
Dude, those are actually, I mean, have you ever seen an anthill take on another anthill or something like that? That is entertaining as fuck. So, like, that, I don't think that's a good analogy.
Like,
watching ants fight is entertaining.
Watching paint dry would have been fucking better.
I think that's a better one. I think it's a much better analogy there.
How did that game not get flexed out of prime
time? Because I don't think they can flex primetime games, can they?
They can. They can flex out of prime time.
I thought the only thing they could. I don't
know about Thursday games though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the Thursday game.
They should have just called it a draw and canceled it. or just not aired it. Just no cameras, nothing.
So I mean, let's talk. Just played in an empty arena.
Just refund everybody their tickets, and let the teams play, and nobody knows the outcome.
Just play. No cameras like old school WWE. No cameras, no flash photography.
Yeah. No phone recording. No nothing.
Now, unfortunately, they do have to play the games. That's the kind of thing that they have to do.
Technically, they don't. I mean, somebody could have faked an injury and just been like, we're just going to call it.
We're talking about Thursday Night Football, Sam.
I mean, we've already had somebody apparently fake a concussion this season. So
who did that?
I don't know. They were fined $50,000
for flopping on a concussion.
Yeah, for faking a concussion.
For faking injuries again.
Somebody apparently faked a concussion, was fined $50,000, and then on appeal they didn't take the $50,000.
I mean, I get it, but I don't think it's that worth it, Mo, you look like you're about to go assassinate someone.
I just assassinated this bacon that I made.
Yeah, you do. Mo, you really do look like you're about to go kill somebody. Like this is professional.
It's fucking cold today, bro.
Oh, you want to talk about how cold over there?
Yeah, hey, we're not fucking used to blizzards and shit. So relatively,
how cold is it? How cold is it there in Vegas?
It was 51.
Oh, right.
Yeah. You said it was 51.
They almost declared a state of emergency.
49. It was 49 at 6:44 this morning. Sam, shut up.
But to put it in perspective, it was like 70 a couple of days ago.
To put it in perspective, it was like 80 degrees 2 days ago.
Well, if you really want to put it in perspective, it's 47 degrees right now.
Yeah, but it was like 80 degrees a couple days ago.
Jeremy, where are you going?
That's top secret information. If I told you, I'd have to kill you.
I love you.
Oh, so you're the one. You're dressed not to assassinate.
He's who hired me. Jeremy is who hired me.
I got it. Putting the pieces together.
I'm in a secret location somewhere in the United States, close to another country.
Okay, so back to the Thursday.
So you're going to TJ?
No, I'm not on that far west.
No donkey show for Jeremy then.
No donkey show. $5 donkey show. Was it okay? So Thursday Night Football, that shit was horrible. That was one. What's up, buddy? The show came a long way. From drinking beer to coffee. That is true. We used to drink beer all the time on the show. When we first started, I used to have a cup, and every cup I had a beer in for some ungodly, no dumbass reason. I don't fucking know why. But we used to sit out at his house, drink beer at every show, and now I'm drinking coffee.
We need to do a beer drinking show.
Yeah, you used to put the beer in the cup because you didn't want to advertise the beer.
The label, yeah.
No, wait, were you doing that
in
the morning when you're doing that?
No, this was when we were doing it on Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like,
I
really hope that's not 7 in the morning.
Yeah, when we filmed our videos on Tuesday night. Yeah.
Before I went back to work.
Yeah. And before, that's when I used to get off at Tuesday at like 12 p.m. Dumb job that I had. They closed really, really early. It was stupid. Okay, so, but yes, thank you. I forget all about that. So on Thursdays, we might have to go back. On Wednesdays, I might have to go back to. I might have to bring the beer back. Go back to drinking.
I don't know. I think I was animated enough for you last one.
Dude, that was funny. So I've already shouted that out. That has been all. That's on Twitch. No, it's not on Twitch yet. Oh, it is because it's on Twitch Live. It's on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And you're tagged in all of them. So
I know. Facebook, I woke up this morning and I was like,
and your YouTube. And your YouTube is tagged in it too. So yeah, that was epic. Okay, so Thursday Night Football, it fucking sucked. Let's be honest. The first touchdown was a punt return in the first quarter. The second one came with Deontay Foreman. What I can say is, what's that dude's name? Tyler Bagnut, Bagnut, Bagjit,
Bagent.
Tyson
Bagent,
Bagent.
Tyson
Rhymes with
Bagent.
agent.
That motherfucker sucks. He's horrible.
There's a reason why he was undrafted.
There's a huge reason why he was undrafted. I don't know how the fuck y'all lost to him, Jeremy, but he is absolutely dog shit.
Josh McDaniels. Does that make you understand it?
No, it does, but he is dog. Because I didn't really watch him play as much as I watched him on Thursday night, and I was like, this guy is not good at all. The Panthers are in trouble. They picked the wrong quarterback. We already know that.
Well, let me
I don't know. I don't. They picked the wrong head coach, not the wrong quarterback. They picked the right quarterback, just the terrible head coach.
Well, not even that too. Like, say if you did pick C.J. Stroud over Bryce Young, and he has to go with an offensive line that can't hold a block for more than 3 seconds. Like, you'd be saying the same thing about Bryce. At least with Houston, like, he's able to stand up and throw the ball. We can't say he's a bust yet until we could see him actually do something. Like, he's been running for his life for like every game that I've seen him.
They lost a 16-13 game where they led most of the game to an undrafted rookie quarterback, a guy that just got traded there 2 weeks ago. Like, I get what you're saying, but watching that game, Bryce Young was horrible.
Yes, and I'm like, we could say he's horrible at once. Like, he's got no time to throw the ball. He's not on special teams either, by the way, when they gave up that touchdown. He's not playing defense to try to stop them.
No. The Panthers got the touchdown on special teams.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
I don't know. I stopped watching after kickoff because I was like, this is already boring.
But I mean, what receivers does he have?
Okay, no, I get.
Look, he's got a fucking as a fucking head coach.
Okay, so I kind of get what you guys are saying.
He's literally got a box of rocks.
I think this is the issue. Like, this is the first time I've actually sat down and watched a lot of him play, and I was just like, you're not. And also, I'm gonna be 100% honest. I'm biased because I would never draft an Alabama quarterback.
I mean, I'll give you that one. That's fair.
Yeah, they're used to playing with some of the best teams ever, and they don't have to do much.
They drafted a good quarterback, but they didn't do anything to help the quarterback.
I know they got rid of all their weapons last year. I understand this, but I mean, the offensive line is a huge thing. You're 100% right. If he can't get time in the pocket, nobody's going to succeed. We've seen this with multiple quarterbacks. I mean, I'm not going to call him a bust because it's year one. I wouldn't call him a bust. You got to give him 2, 3 years, 4 years to see what's going on, especially let them try to build around him. Within 2 years, they'll probably have a different head coach. So, but I definitely do think that just watching the two of them, C.J. Stroud is going to be a much better player than Bryce Young. That's just, yeah. And I know.
Can't fault that. Yeah, like the Houston Texans are trying to really build around him. And I know the Panthers will try to do the same, but C.J. Stroud is already showing that he's already kind of one of the greats.
Yes, and that's kind of the thing with me. That's why I said they probably picked the wrong pick. But it could be, like you said, what Houston's doing. Because Houston's doing a lot more than what Frank Wright is doing. Hold on. Sam Howell didn't have no time in the pocket, and he's still a top 10 fantasy quarterback. Yeah, but being a top 10 fantasy quarterback and being a good quarterback are two totally different things.
Yeah, seriously, like Sam Howell is nowhere near the playoffs right now.
Yeah, and he could be a top 10 fantasy quarterback, but I'm telling you right now, he's not a top 20 quarterback in the NFL. Exactly. That's a very good comparison. Very good comparison there. But yeah, the game was overall boring. It was two shitty ass teams. It's kind of funny seeing them play because Bears own both of their picks.
Yeah, so they gave themselves even closer chances to get the number 1 pick.
Exactly. That was the only good thing that came out of this game. Oh, but Montez Sweat did look amazing. He actually looked really.
I mean, he didn't look that great. He had 1.5 points. Fuck.
What, fantasy?
Yeah, motherfucker only had 1.5 points.
We're not talking about fantasy. We're talking about real life football.
Y'all just agreed with Sam Howell being a top 10 quarterback in fantasy, so shut the fuck up.
So the problem that we have is he didn't get to the quarterback a lot. Like, he did not get credit for sacks and stuff like that.
He's a top 5 paid defensive end. How is he not getting to the fucking quarterback?
But when you watch the game, he literally got to the quarterback. He just didn't get sacked.
He's paid as a top 5 defensive end.
But Tyson, he's on a brand new team and he just got paid. So he's on the second league.
And he's paid as a top 5 defensive end.
Listen,
you need to affect the fucking game.
He was in Tyson. He did. He was in Tyson Bagent's, but whatever the fuck his name is, face all game. All game he was in his face.
He was in his own quarterback's face.
He's all game. He was in the quarterback's face.
You just said he was in Tyson Bagent's face. That's his quarterback.
Well, the other quarterbacks, the fucking.
So wait. He's on the Bears playing against his own quarterback.
Yeah, he was in
Tyson. That's how good he is. That's how good he is. He was on both quarterbacks.
Like, motherfucker, if you don't score a fucking touchdown, I'm out here breaking my shit. I'll punch you in your shit. Thanks for the second.
He's not affecting the game too much. So I don't. Was he going
to be? He's a great pickup for the Bears. He's gonna be a very good pickup, dude. He had like 7 quarterback hurries. He just didn't hit him. That's the only problem. Tyson is a little fast.
You're paid top 5.
So?
He's not a top 5 defensive end in the fucking league.
You're 100% right. He's not. I agree with that.
But hey, since you got top 5 defensive end money, bitch, you better fucking do something.
Listen, you can't get mad at the
team. Don't give a fuck about your fucking quarterback hurries. Fucking do something, you overpriced piece of shit.
All right, so let's transition to who is the next coach to be fired in the NFL?
Should be Matt Eberflus, but fucking Tyson Bagent's gonna fuck that up.
Sam, should be Arthur Smith for wasting all his talent. You don't need to hear me go screaming again.
Arthur Smith should have been fired when he looks like a fucking pedophile right now.
He shaved the mustache.
He looks even more like a pedophile after he shaved a mustache.
Hell, he should have been fired after the Jonnu Smith pass to Michael Pruitt. Like I said, though, I don't need to be screaming right now. It's too people sleeping.
In the middle of the game. Okay, Mo, who do you got as the next head coach to be fired?
I would probably say Eberflus or the Panthers coach.
He just got hired.
You know what? Sometimes you just gotta say it didn't work out.
Only Raiders do that.
We've seen a lot of coaches get fired after year 1 now.
Yeah, and Nathaniel Hackett, he got fired.
McDaniel should have been fired after day 1.
He should have been hired. Okay, so Jeremy, you're gonna say Eberflus too?
Eberflus or Frank Reich. One of those two got to go.
Okay, so I'm gonna say probably the Chargers coach, Brandon Staley. I think they have to make the playoffs and have to win a playoff game for him not to get fired. What is he on year 4 now? And he hasn't taken them anywhere. They fired the other coach because he couldn't get them over the hump or whatever. And now he's taken them to the playoffs one time and blown a 24-point lead. So I'd definitely say that he's on the bandwagon to get fired. And then
I'm reading our comments here. Dennis Allen, I think, is a good pick too.
I will laugh my fucking ass off if Derek Carr gets Dennis Allen fired again.
Twice.
It would be the second time Carr gets Dennis Allen fired if Dennis Allen is fired.
Yeah, but Dennis Allen's not going to get fired.
But they're in such a weak fucking division they're going to make the fucking playoffs.
There you go. That's the problem.
And Dennis Allen is being saved by the weak fucking division.
Yes. Todd Bowles with the Buccaneers.
The entire NFC South coaching tree just needs to go.
I think Todd Bowles definitely. I know they had Baker, but I mean, you were in the Super Bowl 2 years ago, 3 years ago, won the Super Bowl, whatever year it was, and then
Todd Bowles was the coach.
I know it was Bruce Arians, and then come here, Mama, come here, and then you went to and then what? Tom Brady came back out of retirement. Bruce Arians moved up. Todd Bowles became the coach, and they haven't done shit since then.
Yeah,
So, yeah, they keep going down. I definitely think Todd Bowles should be. I think Todd Bowles or Brandon Staley. I mean, I know Matt Eberflus is probably going to get fired. I know that.
Eberflus should have already been fired.
What is this, year 3 of his?
year 2.
I think it's year 2, but
if it's year 2, I don't think they're going to fire him. I think they're going to give him one more year.
It's 10 weeks too long. The dude is just absolutely fucking terrible. The fucking GM ain't much fucking better.
Isn't the GM still Ryan Poles?
Yeah, the fucking idiot.
No,
Well,
I say
GM didn't even hire the coach.
I say what?
I think this one, this hire was above the GM because he didn't want Eberflus as the coach.
Yeah, no, I think he's in his.
Poles is like year 3, I think.
Yeah, he's year 3. Yeah, I think they fire Foles before they get rid of Matt Eberflus.
They traded
Andrew. What's up, buddy? Congratulations on getting married a little bit ago or in the engagement.
Wait, what?
That's basic. Remember Basic Andrew that was supposed to be on the podcast? That
what is that last name? Andrew Faubert? What the fuck? You still out there in the middle of the ocean?
Both gone soon. Brian Daboll, Giants.
Brian Daboll's a good one too.
Daboll's going to get another.
Ron Rivera. Oh, wrong
Ron,
Andrew.
Ron
Wrong
Rivera
Andrew,
should have been fired last year too.
Bowles gone soon. I agree with you. And then laugh my ass off. That ain't me. Wrong person. See, I be fucking shit up. I just saw Andrew. Bowles is gone. Ron Rivera. Ron Rivera is a good one.
He should have been gone last year along with that racist piece of shit.
Yeah, Ron Rivera will be one of them. I just don't think he'll be the next one.
Look, Ron Rivera needs to be fired, and he needs to take Del Rio with him.
Del Rio? Del Rio is from...
He's on the Commanders. He's the defensive coordinator.
Ron Rivera, definitely, buddy, definitely. We'll chat afterwards. Ron Rivera definitely needs to be fired. I forgot about him. He's gone. He's fucking gone.
So Rivera and Del Rio need to go, and EB's going to get promoted to head coach.
Well, I don't think Del Rio goes. I think Del Rio stays.
Del Rio's gone.
No, he's going to stay.
As soon as Rivera leaves, Del Rio's gone.
I'll bet
money on it.
They're a package deal like Step Brothers.
Mike Vrabel could be the next coach for New England.
I don't know.
I was watching the Pat McAfee show. They were saying Gerard Mayo might be the next coach for New England.
This is my thing. I think they get rid of the GM position. They talk Belichick into letting up the GM role. They bring in a GM, give Belichick a year or two, and then see how that goes. And if they fire him, they put it on the new GM. They don't. That way, it kind of absolves their hands. We want to go in a different direction. I think that's going to be how the amicable spit's going to be. I don't think Mike Vrabel is going to leave Tennessee to go coach New England. Now, if he gets fired or his contract expires, that could be a totally different thing. But I still would not go and want to follow Belichick. Would any of you guys want to follow Belichick if he gets fired?
Nope.
Season?
Well, I mean,
Right, you want to be the guy after the guy.
If Belichick gets fired this season, the only way to go is up. You can't go much lower.
No, you have a lot of fucking work to do.
I'll be the new coach. I'll tell you how we can go lower.
All you can do is improve. I mean, there's not much you can do to get worse.
No. There's a lot of work that needs to be done for New England.
I didn't say there wasn't. I said, but the only way for you to go is to improve. You can't get much worse than what Belichick currently is right now.
I keep forgetting they're 2-7. God damn.
They're fucking horrible.
Yeah,
and they brought back J.C. Jackson and they left him home because of fucking he's doing stupid shit.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking fat fuck Trent Brown. Fucking is at home again. Didn't travel to Germany for personal reasons. He's a piece of shit. The Patriots are imploding under Bill Belichick.
I'm cool with it.
He just has too much. He's been there way too long. He's won that many Super Bowls. They get rid of him. There has to be an amicable split. There has to be something that happens. Now,
There has to be you're fired, bitch. Get your shit and get the fuck out.
Now, granted,
Somebody bring in the sage and cleanse this motherfucker.
No,
All right,
Someone call Kyrie Irving?
All right, Kyrie Irving, motherfucker. All of us immediately thought of that shit. Okay, I'm still stuck. I think I like Ron Rivera. I don't think they fire him this year. The Patriots don't fire Bill Belichick. I think they remove him as a GM role, give him 1 more year, and then they put it on a new. But I like Ron Rivera as a candidate. Of course, Matt Eberflus.
Mm-hmm.
The Saints, Dennis Allen could be if he does not make the playoffs. But if he does make the playoffs, that's going to save him. Ron Rivera's probably gone.
You've said Ron Rivera like 3 times. How many times are we firing him?
We're firing him.
Hey, just want to make sure that shit
as it takes to get him out
How
of the
does he
building.
still have his job?
That's
Like,
Rival Ron, dude.
It's almost like Jeff Fisher.
How does Mr. Dust Up still have his job?
Who? Who's Dust Up?
Del Rio.
That was Jack Rio. Jack Del Rio. On the January 6th insurrection.
January 6th. January 6th
Oh,
was
yeah.
just a dust up.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a misunderstanding. There's some good folks on both sides.
Douchebag.
Like, he's been on Washington for 4 years. It seems a lot longer. And he hasn't had a winning record. The best record he went was 8-8.
Hey, that's some good odds there, right there.
Hey, that's a winning record.
8-8-1.
That's a winning record.
No, it's not. It's a 500 record.
No. It's not a losing season.
It's not a winning season.
It's not a winning season either.
Hey, but it's different for Mr. Steeler.
Who?
Mike Tomlin.
He hasn't had a losing season.
He hasn't had a losing season.
But it's not a winning season. But it's not a winning season.
But it's not a losing season.
But it's not a winning season.
But it's not a losing season.
Neutral. It's
So
like Switzerland.
by saying Mike Tomlin has never had a losing season, that's not wrong.
That's not
And by
factually
me
there.
saying Ron Rivera has never had a winning season, that's not factually wrong either. The best he could do was 500. If he was at 501, or if he won his tie, he could have had a winning season. Wait, hold on. It's a surprise why this show is not canceled yet. You can't cancel a show.
Yeah,
That doesn't give a
it's
fuck.
a good question.
Reach, Reach. I'm fucking stupid. Reich, Bowles.
Yeah, he's reaching for the unemployment line.
Could see Carroll retiring. Okay.
Why would
He
we
beat
get canceled?
cancer. That's why he's still a history. He's still a history by. Oh, because he beat cancer, we're gonna let him fuck up our team. That's what we're saying. So we're giving out validation trophies and fucking participation trophies. No, he should be fucking fired. I don't give a fuck if he beat cancer. He won cancer, but he can't win on the field.
Why would this show get canceled?
Maybe. Well, I mean, we've said some shit over the past, Jeremy. Me and you personally have said some shit. I mean, we did call a whole fucking woman big baby bitch for a whole fucking season. So I mean, we did. So, I did go off on a rant calling every woman in the very beginning of the Deshaun Watson case a fucking gold digging bitch. So I mean, so I did come back and apologize, but I mean, trust me, 8-8-1 is a losing record. A tie is not.
That's not how math works. That's not how math works.
Closer in a value of loss. Therefore,
keep your common core shit to yourself.
Look, I understand. That could be your reality, but your reality is not factual. 8-8-1 is a 500 record. Gee, are you sitting in the car or driving? It does kind of look like you're driving because you like that.
Jeremy gets driven. He doesn't drive. He gets driven. He has a chauffeur.
He doesn't walk. He gets carried.
Hey, I'm small enough.
Put you in a little backpack. I don't know why I got a vision of a back, but Jeremy just has a backpack. All right,
Next
so
time.
basically, there's a couple coaches that could get fired. Prediction right away. Everybody's saying Matt Eberflus is the next one, right?
It should
I would say
be.
Dable after that. I would. No, now that
Dable
Eberflus should be
you
the
brought
next
that
one,
up.
but is Poles smart enough to fire him? Probably
Whoa,
not.
whoa, Dable.
Giants table. He's in the mix.
How?
Have
This
you
is
not
not
seen?
just Cowboy hate, right? This is not Cowboy hate, right?
Oh, I would love for them to keep him.
Hold on. He said Dable. He said Dable's in the mix. Do you agree that Brian Dable's in the mix for head coaching firings?
No, I mean he's got Daniel
Not
Jones,
this
and then
season.
Daniel Jones gets hurt.
Not.
Not
He's
this
not
season,
in
but
the
he
mix
took
this
Daniel Jones
season.
to the playoff last year.
If he has another bad season next year, then probably. But he's not in the mix this season.
Wait. Stop for a second. Time the fuck out, okay? What reality are we living in? This guy took the New York shitty ass Giants to the playoffs last year and won a playoff game.
Hey, motherfucker! What year was last year?
He's got the
Wait,
same.
hey, no, hold up! What year was last year? What year was it? What year was last year?
The GM.
What year
Okay,
was?
that makes sense.
What year was last year?
2023.
Last year.
Well, when he won a playoff game, it was 2023.
So the 22 season.
Yeah, the 22-23 season.
What's this season look like?
The 20. I don't care.
What's this season look like?
You took
Just because you took the Giants to a playoff game, you took Waller. Waller's still trash. He's gonna drop a mixtape here in the next couple days.
Do you think it was Brian Dable's idea to fucking sign Saquon or to fucking Daniel Jones to a contract?
Probably.
No, listen. He went to the playoffs last year and won them a playoff game. He's in his second season. No fucking way. In that scenario, every coach gets fired. Mike McCarthy's on the fucking list too. This motherfucker ain't done shit. Brian Daboll has
McCarthy should have never
victories.
been hired.
Brian Daboll has more playoff victories than Mike McCarthy as a Cowboys coach. No, you can't. No. Let's see. Who else? Who else could we go down the list and say? Pete Carroll with the Seahawks. They lost their playoffs.
I'd be calling for him to be fired for a fucking while.
Who else was in the playoffs last year? Hold on, let me see. The fucking Ravens head coach should be fired because they lost their playoff game last year. That just makes no sense. I know that they're having good seasons and this team is having a horrible season, but no shit. Did we expect them to be great this year? Did anybody really expect the Giants to be world beaters this year?
Well, no, hold up. They went to the playoffs last year and won a playoff game.
Yeah, but
they should be a good team by your logic.
They should be.
They're shit.
They are shit.
They are shit under Brian Daboll.
But they were good last year.
And Daboll made them shit.
What have you done for me lately?
You
type of
split
league.
the fucking difference in 2 years, okay?
Split the difference. They're trash.
And they're gonna get a fucking high draft pick. And then you let Brian Daboll sit there, get rid of fucking Daniel Jones because they gave him a running back type of contract where it's not a whole bunch of money guaranteed. Get rid of his fucking ass. And then you get a new starting quarterback, and bam, he's back there. Who the fuck are you gonna get that's better than Brian Daboll right now? Because right now there's 20 teams that need coaches. If we fire in Brian Daboll, I need to see other heads roll everywhere. Everywhere.
I'm not disagreeing.
Everybody in the whole fucking NFC and the AFC East needs to be fired if they don't win the Super Bowl this year.
Sounds like a good benchmark.
Yeah, let me just shut up.
Hey, I like the benchmark.
What's up, buddy? Facts, bro. My Giants overachieved last year. We were exactly where we're supposed to be. Ravens head coach should be fired. You just a good team in the season, but in the playoffs you crash. Okay, but in that scenario, this year.
But and with Eric's logic, no, he shouldn't be.
No, because they're not going to crash in the playoffs.
No, he keeps going to the playoffs, even though he sucks in the fucking playoffs. But because he took his team to the playoffs, so he's good.
He's got to play. Listen, he's got as many playoff victories as Brian Daboll.
Hey, as long as he keeps going to playoffs, he can't be fired.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's got a Super Bowl. He's got a Super Bowl, so we're good.
Yeah, John
he-
Harbaugh.
Right, that makes you bulletproof.
He won a Super Bowl with fucking Joe Flacco and has not been in the playoffs one time in like fucking 10 years. Stop it. Stop it now. Stop it now. There's no way he should be fired. No. Yeah, I think that's the thing. I think right now you let Daboll, and we see what Josh Allen has turned into without Daboll. I'm not saying Josh Allen's not good, but there's a huge difference from when Daboll was there and Daboll's not there. I think he can develop quarterbacks. I think you give him a chance and you get a high draft pick this year and you're good. Oh, replace one Harbaugh for another. That Harbaugh is going to the Raiders. Jeremy, get ready.
You might want to wait for him to have that investigation over in Michigan, though.
It's already done. They suspended him for. He's not allowed to coach on Saturdays.
Yeah,
He can coach every day except Saturday for 3 weeks.
No, I don't want to fire Bill. I want to stop him from being the GM. That's the thing. I didn't say fire Bill. I said fire Bill as the general manager. Keep him as the head coach. Bring somebody in that does the decisions. If you look at the Patriots, the Patriots draft picks over like the last 10 years, or who was their all pro this year? Was it like a punter and a long snapper? Or last year, who was the Patriots all pros last year?
It was a punter and a kick return specialist.
There you go. They're not hitting on draft picks. They're not hitting on free agency. They're not. Let Bill Belichick coach. Let somebody else come in and make the decisions. So I don't want to fire him.
But let him coach, but he's not coaching.
But if Bill Belichick goes into, like, for me, honestly, I would never fire Bill Belichick if I was the Patriots.
What?
I would not.
We're just gonna have a trash organization.
I believe in. Listen. We're only good for 20 years. He kept us fucking good.
You're only as good as your weakest link, and guess who the weakest link is?
Was good. I'm giving him 5 to 10 years to try to rebuild this shit. I have faith in him. I know
You're
he's
fucking retarded.
But I'm doing it.
Hey, go ahead, go get.
There's a reason why.
Hey, on Monday, I'm gonna show up at your house with a little yellow school bus. Make sure you bring your helmet.
There's a reason why Pittsburgh has only had like 4 head coaches and they continue to be good. They don't fire coaches when they have a bad.
But Belichick's not good right now. What the fuck do you mean?
No, but 2 years ago he was in the fucking playoffs with a rookie, and everybody was talking about this as the next coming of him. And then he decided to put a defensive coordinator.
And then as soon as McDaniels left, that QB went back to being trash.
That's amazing because McDaniels turns every other QB he touches into trash. So I don't think we can technically say
McDaniels left and Belichick can't coach the quarterback.
McDaniels left and Belichick, Mac Jones fucking sucks. Let's be honest.
Well, fucking McDaniels was what had him in the fucking playoffs. I'm using your logic here. McDaniels had Mac fuckface Jones in the fucking playoffs. So you're telling me Bill Belichick ruined the playoffs quarterback?
You know what? I can't even say shit to that because I don't want to.
Brad, I don't want to give McDaniels any fucking flowers, but I mean,
you're right. I can't really say shit based off that. I just look. I'm not getting.
I get it. He's won you 926.
I'm not firing
and a half rings.
I'm letting him. We would come to an amicable decision at some point in time, but I'm not doing it this year. I'm letting him go as a GM, bringing in somebody else and letting him coach. Now, it's been 3 to 4 years. It doesn't work. In 3 years, he's like, dude, I'm done. He's old. And we sit down after every meeting and we talk about it, and we amicably decide to split. That's fine. But I'm not going to fire Bill Belichick.
He can't coach his draft picks.
He can't.
How's he going to coach somebody else's draft picks?
The problem is he shouldn't be drafting them fucking draft picks.
But they're his picks. Why can't he coach them?
Because the GM is killing the head coach.
So he can't coach his own draft picks, but he's going to be able to coach somebody else's draft picks.
The GM is putting shitty draft picks on the fucking field for Belichick to coach. And
but that's his guys. That's who he hand chose. He hand picked
I
them.
know this, but I think Belichick fights with the GM on a daily basis.
You're only
think
giving
he
him
wakes
so
up in the
much because he's
morning.
white.
I'm only giving him so much because he's been to 9 fucking
You're
Super Bowls.
giving him so much rope
And
because he's
won
white.
6. And won 6. Shut the fuck up. Shut the hell up. Okay. As a Washington fan, I don't believe we'll fire Ron. He will move in the office, and I don't believe Eric did enough to be a head coach.
Eric Bieniemy's already done enough to be a head coach.
Hey, let Washington think that. I'll be glad to take him over at the Raiders. I will gladly take EB over on the Raiders. That
EB's done more than half the coaches that are tired right now.
fucking EB's done more than Ron Rivera his whole fucking career.
Hold on, I'm Googling something. Sam is having trouble with his Wi-Fi. That's why he keeps jumping in and out.
Must be the blizzards in Connecticut.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna say nothing. I don't understand the hate that gets thrown around with Eric Bieniemy. Like, I'm not saying that he's. Yeah, I figured that his Wi-Fi gave out because he is white. Comment. Yeah, I don't think he's done. I'm just done. I'm done defending him. I'm done talking about him. I'm a Chiefs fan. Our offense looks like shit since we lost him. Washington, the first 3 games, your offense looked great. Everybody's talking about it. He shouldn't have to do anything. He's a fucking Super Bowl winning offensive coordinator. He's got 2 rings. He should not have to do shit. What are we fucking talking about? Stop it. He hasn't done enough. He doesn't have to do anything. He's got 2 Super Bowl rings, 2 MVPs as a quarterback, 2 Super Bowl MVPs with the quarterback on an offense that he fucking ran. Oh, it was Andy Reid. Well, look at our fucking offense now. It's not fucking Andy Reid. Stop it. Stop it right fucking now. You guys are 4-5 with Sam Howell. Who the fuck is Sam Howell? Nobody knows who he is. He's a generic, random-ass player on Madden in my career. Stop it. He should not have to do anything. The dude has enough. He's done enough to win, to do it. He's done more than most coaches getting hired. No thanks. I don't want to see your fucking fan pics. Fuck that shit. All right. Who do you guys think is the best team in the NFL right now? I'm done with this shit. Fuck it.
I'd say either Eagles or Ravens.
Record-wise, it's the Chiefs.
Well, Eagles only have 1 loss.
But play-wise, it's the Eagles. Because Mahomes is making some poor decisions this season.
He's got 29 drops.
Yeah, but he's making decisions that he hasn't made in previous seasons.
Listen, he's got 29 drops. He's got the most drops by far out of any quarterback as of right now, and I think it's up to the history at this point in the season. No shit, he's making unusual decisions because he's trying to figure out how to get these motherfuckers to catch the ball. And then he's running a lot. Like, I can't even say my Chiefs are the best team in the NFL because our offense sucks. Our defense is amazing. I wouldn't even say that. And I definitely am not saying the Ravens.
Well, yeah, I don't know if I can put the Chiefs there. They lost to the Broncos.
Yeah, we lost to the Broncos and we lost to the Broncos and the Lions, which weren't bad. The Lions are bad, but definitely.
I could handle losing to the Lions. The Broncos, I may have to smash my head against the wall with that one.
I would go. I can't really say the Eagles, and this is the reason why. I know they're 8-1, but they're not playing great. Like, they're not playing like a dominant team. There's a lot of these games that
I don't think there's one team that's overall just crushing everything. So by default, I ended up going with those two. So that's late. Yeah. They've still been handling
But
their business.
But the Eagles, to me, are almost like the Vikings last year, where
Right.
they're winning a lot of one-score games.
Yeah,
And you
that
should.
ball comes in their way at this moment.
Yeah. And it doesn't matter who the team is. It doesn't matter if it's Dallas. It doesn't matter if it's the Jets. What, they've blown out one or two teams all season. Rams, they beat by 9 points.
Are the Lions the best team?
Like, that's almost where I want to go. Yeah, so Commanders 7 points, 5 points. The Dolphins, they beat by 14 points. The Jets, they lost to. The Eagles by 9. The Commanders by 3. The Bucks by 14. By 6. The Vikings by 5. The Patriots. So yeah, they've had a lot of one score. Honestly, and this is gonna hurt me, but I'm gonna say right now, I think the best team in the NFL might be the Bengals.
As of late, yeah,
I'm
I would
not.
put them up there.
I'm not even playing. Like, they lost to the Browns.
Taking the entire season into account.
Yes, and I know that. They were blown out by the Browns in the first game of the season. They were blown out by the Titans in the first game of the season, or the third game of the season, I mean. And then they lost to the Ravens. So if you look at it right now, when you look at their schedule, the Browns are 5-3, the Ravens are 7-2. So both of the teams that they lost to are division foes, they're rivalries, and they were when Joe Burrow was hurt. So
by that logic, the Ravens should be better than the Bengals.
I think the Ravens, but again, I give Joe Burrow being hurt. So outside of that, but since then, they've beaten the Cardinals suck, but they've beaten the Seahawks, they've beaten the Niners, they've beaten the Bills. So they've beaten 3 teams that are 1 or 2 in their division. Well, the Bills are like 4, all winning records. They have a rough schedule, and I think they're hitting their stride. And I think in the next couple weeks, we're going to see when they play the Texans, the Bengals, the Steelers, and the Jags. The next 4 weeks, I think you'll see it. It'll start to pull away. The Ravens will end up losing next week on Thursday Night Football, I think, to the Bengals. If they lose to the Bengals, now they're the same record. And they do this every year. If you go back and look at the Bengals the last 2 seasons, they start off slow as shit, and then they get hot towards the end of the season. And I don't like the Bengals. I like Joe Burrow, but I fucking hate the Bengals. But I think right now they're the best team in the NFL.
I think a lot of teams have inconsistencies, so you can kind of pick from a handful of teams, and you can have pros and cons for each. But I would say those 3 that I named are probably going to still be there in the end.
So last year the Bengals started. It's 19. Hold on. 21. Where are we at? How did I get so far?
I think the Jags are a good team. I don't know if they'd be the best team.
Last year, the Bengals started 0-2 and ended up as one of the better teams in the NFL. They just have a shitty ass. And then the year they went to the Super Bowl, they started horrible too. No, they didn't. They started off really good. Let me shut the fuck up there. So I don't know. Who do you think the worst team in the NFL is?
The Bears.
Guess what? Either Bears, Panthers, or Cardinals.
I'm giving it to the Bears. Just because they gave Montez Sweat that contract.
I'm going to say the Patriots. The Cardinals, I'm going to give some slack because they didn't have Kyler Murray. So we'll see what happens when Kyler Murray starts. Do they win a couple more games?
I can't let you give the Patriots the worst team in the NFL because you want to keep Belichick.
I still would keep Belichick.
That's the leader of the worst team in the NFL in your eyes.
I still would keep Belichick.
With the worst team in the NFL.
Yeah, I would still keep him. Look,
his handpicked players.
He's also the worst GM in the NFL too.
That's who he picked.
No, the Cardinals have they've been injured. Kyler Murray's been injured. Maybe they win 4 games with Kyler Murray. Who knows? Okay. The Panthers, they suck. They're a very, very bad team. They are probably the worst on the product team, point blank in the story. But the Patriots, I just like to see the pain of Patriot fans right now. So I want them to continue losing. Right now, I'm taking over my hatred for the Lions and I'm transferring it to the Patriots for this season only. I want to continue to see pain on the Patriots fans because it's so funny to see them lose games. It's just like they get all hyped up and then they get embarrassed. So yeah, my G-men are the worst. That's a shot. I mean, Cardinals, Panthers, Patriots, G-men. Who are we going with? Those are the worst 4 teams records. All of them have 2 or less wins. Who are we going with?
I'm going with the Bears. You can name every other fucking team you want. I'm still going with the Bears.
They're not even part of my conversation.
I know. I've just inserted them into your conversation.
Okay, fine.
He said, right in vote.
The Bears,
I just pushed them right there in the middle.
the Panthers,
He's going all in.
the Patriots. Who else did I say? Whatever. I like the Patriots. You got the Bears. Who you got, Mo?
Giants is not a bad pick either. It's like shitty and shittier.
That would be fun. That would well. I mean, the Panthers and the Bears tried it yesterday. That's why I can't give the Bears the worst because they beat the Panthers. The Patriots are about to get their ass whooped in Germany right now. They getting their ass whooped tomorrow in Germany. So, all right. Last thing I want to go over real quick is he's not here, so we're gonna have to wait for that. Golden Knights. Golden Knights just broke their 2-game losing streak. What are your thoughts on them, guys?
I mean, they're still looking good. They're, gonna drop a game. They're here too. It was more of how they lost. The game on Wednesday. They were tripping over themselves. It seemed like to be in sync. But it's a long season. I think they'll still continue to be one of the top contenders in the league, barring any injuries or serious setbacks. But they seem to still be rolling.
Are they going back to back?
They're still the favorites to win the Stanley Cup again.
That's what he said.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
they'll be there in the end.
it's an 82-game season.
Okay.
I mean, obviously you're going to lose some games.
Mm-hmm. Of course, they weren't going to go undefeated.
Their losses looked extremely bad. It's just they looked slow. They couldn't handle the puck. They just couldn't do anything.
Might have been fatigued, tired, bad day.
Play with your food.
But they're still the favorite to win the Stanley Cup again. I think they still make the Stanley Cup.
And they're getting their D-men back. They had a couple of defensemen out in the beginning of the season. They just got Zach Whitecloud back. Ali Martinez came back not too long ago. So I think they'll hit their stride, as the season progresses, and that rhythm will be there in the end.
Okay, sounds good. I mean, I don't really watch. You guys know that, so it's kind of just whatever you guys are saying. But I did notice that they had lost their game, and they had a 2-game, and then I thought it was 1. He told me it was 2.
The bad one against the Ducks is that they let all freaking 4 goals in the third period when they had a lead. So that one was a sting. But
it's just okay. a bad period here and there, and that's the game.
Right, sometimes they'll sneak up on you.
You got 3 20-minute periods, so it's you have a bad 10 minutes that could cause you to lose the game.
Yeah. No, I understand.
In the first 10 games, we probably won 2 games that we shouldn't have. So this is the hockey gods, balancing things out.
Yeah.
Sounds good. No, sounds good. I just wanted to get our thoughts on it because I know you guys enjoy the hockey. I got to try to get to a game this season. Well, I got to try.
I mean, for the last 10 weeks, I enjoyed hockey more than football.
Fights at which practice? NFL. Look, I'm gonna be honest. I think people need to fight, but the problem that you have is, do you really want to injure your teammates?
Is this question because of Deion Sanders' statement?
Oh, he doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't break up fights. He keeps track of who the winners are.
I mean,
oh no, I didn't see that.
Yeah, He has
He keeps track of who wins the fights. He
who
don't break
wins
them
and
up
who
if that's a
loses.
fight.
Yep.
Well, if that's the case, then throw some gloves on them then to
Hey,
make
that's
it
what I'm saying.
you know,
If we gonna do
make it
it,
more
let's
sanctioned and like you said, don't freaking lose somebody unnecessarily.
that's
Yeah,
the
but I mean,
problem.
they're fights in the NFL and football are. I don't know. Are they really fights? I mean, you're trying to punch somebody with a
No,
helmet on.
I
right?
don't
Yeah,
know.
Like,
those are
Fights in
stupid.
I
practice
mean,
are
how dumb do you have to be to swing at somebody with a helmet on?
but fights in practice normally are different because normally it's not right after the it's not it can be right after the play, but still a lot of times you're not fully padded. Sometimes it's just stupid. Like you've seen the fights and all 90% of the time they have no helmets on when you have a fight in practice. Because helmet there are people running in. So that's my issue. Like I don't care. I understand there's fights everywhere. You'll break up fights. It's a whole bunch of people in a very close space that are sharing a lot of time together that are at the top of their game and they are very playing a violent sport. So yeah, I can see it no matter what sport you're playing. But I don't know if I'm not breaking up the fight after a certain amount of time. Because I just don't want you never know what the fucking happened. Twist an ankle, whatever. Do you see what I'm saying? I wonder if he breaks up the fights for his kids though. Or does he let them take that ass whooping?
Good question.
Because remember, he's got two of
I
them on
think
there.
fights in football should be like the NHL.
He gets his ass whipped by real teams, yet somehow it's still considered a winner.
Well, I mean, technically they won one game last season, so he's already improved the school.
Not even just that. He's got a game where he's playing against most of his team is not starting on any of the Pac-12 teams. Like he has a couple players that may start here, but they would
Yeah,
be.
but then that's a knock against him because he's the one who brought these players in.
Oh no, again, but it's also his first year. So in college
Yeah.
Yeah,
you got to build a program. College takes a couple seasons to build a program.
yeah. Once he builds his D line and O line, he'll be
his
straight.
luggage was supposed to be Louis. It's more like knockoff coach.
And then, I know, I get what you're saying. A massive amount of players to the portal, but then again, with the name and likeness image, Colorado, like there's still other factors that go in, like Oregon. You can't compete against Oregon if you're Colorado. I don't give a fuck if you have Deion Sanders. You're not competing against USC to get their top recruits. You're going to get the recruits as of right now that aren't going to go to USC or they're you're maybe you get lucky with the Travis Hunter like you did at Jackson State because he wanted to go to but he's not. You're not getting a lot of the top recruits if you're in the Pac-12. They're going to go to other schools. Like I don't think he gets a Caleb Williams. Maybe in a couple years, but he's got to put wins together because
that offensive line is fucking atrocious.
yeah. But he's got to build it up.
I
He
think
said
Shador has
himself
been
he
sacked,
needs
what, like
he needs some
50
more
times
dogs on the
already?
trenches. But once he takes care of that, I think he'll start pulling more recruits.
Listen, I don't know if that's a joke. I mean, about him wanting both of his sons to come out in the draft next year. Let's just talk
I
about
heard the opposite. I heard that he
Yeah,
didn't want them to come out.
it.
That
Not
he was
this
going to have
year,
them.
not this draft. Next year, 2025 draft.
Well, I mean, technically, Shador is going to be done with college next year, so he's going to have to enter the draft.
Listen, I'm not gonna say shit because the last person I know that I can compare that talk now he wasn't his coach, but talked his kids up the way Dion does is fucking LeVar Ball. And LaMelo's in the NBA and Lonzo's in the NBA, even though Lonzo's traditionally hurt. And both of them are millionaires. So I mean, yeah, we can say a joke what we want, but he's gonna get his sons paid and all of them, and they're gonna be millionaires. Like he's
Just like
doing right
St.
by his
Brown's
kids.
got.
Yeah, just like the St. Browns, exactly.
Well, it's not St. Brown, but he changed St. Brown just to
Yeah, because he thought it looked
make
better.
more of a splash.
But even then, so you have I'm not mad at any parent that is doing what they can do to try to get their kids promoted more, as long as they're not doing it in a stupid ass way, like taking advantage of them or manipulating them or anything like that. That's dumb to me. Like, but
my question is why is it a joke that he wants both his sons to come out in the draft next year?
because people, yeah, that is a good question. Why?
Well, why is it a joke?
Would it be
That's what I
because
don't
maybe like Shador's good enough to go this year, so he should come out this year, or is it because he wants both of them to come out together?
But I mean, So if you go this year, you're basically got to draft them off of what they did at Jackson State.
Yeah.
You can't draft him off of Colorado because, I mean, he's been sacked 927 and a half times. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you don't really know what you're getting. So why wouldn't you want him to take another year in college?
And look, I think we've said it on the podcast multiple times. There are some people that are not ready for the NFL. Just because you can get drafted doesn't mean you should go get drafted. Yes, if you're a top 10 pick, go the fuck and get drafted. Don't do some Caleb Williams type shit. Oh, depending on who gets the pick, depends on if I come. No, go get drafted. And then, but in college, you're also making tons of money. So it's not like before with the name, likeness, image. So yes, it's smart for him to stay another year, hone in on his skills because he's not a top 10 pick. He may be a day 3 pick.
If they go out in the draft this year, Shador's probably late day 2, early day 3 pick. Shiloh is probably late day 3 pick.
Yeah.
So
and they make less money than they're making now. So go ahead, get that other year. Hopefully your team can be better. You get better players around you, and you show out, and you go up. You have nothing to lose.
Right.
And even if you have a very similar game as what you had this year, you're still a late 3 pick. Oh, well, yeah, that's still smart though. I get what you're saying, but I'm just saying because next year doesn't have the quarterback class that this year does. So if he goes next year, I
mean, you've got what six quarterbacks that would go above Shador.
Isn't that kind of smart marketing though?
Exactly.
So
if he waits till next year, Shador, if he plays like he should play, should be a round 1 pick. He should be the best quarterback in next year's draft.
All I know is I'm not doubting Dion. Dion played in a World Series. Dion has a Super Bowl ring. I think he has a World Series ring. Super Bowl ring. Dion was a commentator. Dion decided out of nowhere this motherfucker wants to co-coach football.
Dion played for the Atlanta Braves.
I know that. He played for the Braves, played for the Falcons, played for the Cowboys and Niners. Like Dion has done everything. He has literally accomplished everything he's wanted at anything he's wanted to do. Baseball, football, commentating. He wasn't a great commentator, but he was on those shows. And then he went to Jackson. But he wasn't horrible. And then he went to Jackson State. And we were like, this motherfucker showed up with a band. Showed up with a limo and a band on his first day, and we were all talking shit. Look at Dion, and now look at this motherfucker. I'm going to let him keep winning. I'm not hating on his downfall. I'm going to let him keep going. You know what I'm saying?
He'll be fine.
I'm just saying on that.
He'll figure it out.
Anything
Can we do picks
else?
next after this? I got to run in
we did picks.
10 minutes.
We did picks on Wednesday.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, we're about to get off right now. No, I was about to say, does anybody else have anything else they want to talk about?
No, that's it.
Okay, no problem. He's got to go finish assassinating them bacon. It's kind of funny. The longer you were on the podcast, the less scary you got. Like when you first walked on, you literally looked like the professional.
I don't think me and Scary are sentinels I'm usually used to hearing.
I can understand.
Or descriptors. I'm like the least threatening person.
All right, so Jeremy, whatever you have a safe drive. Don't do anything stupid, Jeremy.
I can't make any promises.
Whenever you're ready, take us out.
It is what it is. Somebody just have bail money in case.
Okay, call me. Take us out.
Send us your coordinates.
Send us your location.
Send location now.
Put me in, coach.
Peace. Hold on. What they said? I want to say what they said real quick. MJ played baseball, own business and shoes. Goats don't have to hype themselves. No,
but he's not hyping himself up. He's hyping up.
MJ tried to play baseball.
Yeah, he went down. He went down to
Deion Sanders played baseball. I picked the Chiefs not to lose this week. Definitely agree with that. You guys have a good weekend. Happy Veterans Day again to everybody out there. Make sure you say Happy Veterans Day to all of them.
Happy Veterans Day, Jeremy.
Thanks.
And peace.